Hey, everybody. It's Eileen. How are you doing today? Let's see. I want to go over to Facebook and make sure that we are on. I am determined that this is not going to get the better of me, this this program. So, hey, Charlotta. Good. I guess I'm there. Okay. Well, good to see everybody. Everybody, Charlotta. Oh, hey, there's Joellen. Okay, so hopefully I think that I have made some adjustments and I can work this program, but we're going to see. And this is, because of my technical stuff, I didn't get to finish my sample, but this is something that we're going to make today. Hopefully. Hi, Lori and Jan. Oh, from Circleville. Hey, Jan. You are here and I'm over here. Okay, that's good. All right, things are going well so far. So welcome everybody. We are streaming today on YouTube and Facebook. I don't see anybody from YouTube coming on, but that's kind of normal. Anyway, hey Susan and Dorothy, Debbie from Yorktown, Virginia, one of my neighbors. Hey Angela. Angela, I was going to use your idea of making the ornament, but I think I'm going to do it on Thursday instead. So thank you for such a great show yesterday. I have been all these videos that I've been making, they're finally coming on. So in case you didn't see them, I just thought I would show you what has been on over at Facebook. I mean, at Sizzix. Here is a project that I did today. It's not finished, of course, but we made a little photo or ATC. God, I cannot talk. I'll tell you what, I had my booster shot today, so I hope that I'm not out of my mind. Oh, good, Angela. Hi, Dorothy from the UK. You can't see me yet on YouTube? Oh, man, you know what? I don't think I'm on YouTube, but I clicked it. This is so annoying. Anyway, okay, well, I guess I'm not on YouTube, but I'm on Facebook, so if I can get the mic figured out, then I'm good. Okay. Hi, Allison. So this is the little ATC book that I made, and it shows the cool thing about it, I think, is how you make your pages. So if you want to see how to do that, go ahead over there. That was posted today. And it was posted as I was in line trying to get my COVID test because we're going to our vacation on Saturday. We have to have a COVID test within 5 days of going. So we thought, do it today, get it over with. So yeah, you know what, Lisa, I think it must have, both of me are on there. Oh, I don't want to show that. I was, let's see. Oh, well, I'm glad you said that. Solo layout. Okay, there we go. Ah, the mess. Okay, I have my other camera on and it's not making noise. So that is a miracle right there. Oh, thanks, Erin. Yeah, we're going to St. Thomas and I've never been there before, but it's to celebrate our anniversary that we didn't get to do last year. So we're excited about that. And okay, thanks for telling me, Lisa. White wire. Yep, that's right. Erin is probably going, what is this woman doing? Erin Reed is the queen of this StreamYard, which is this program that I'm using. I just mess it up every time. That's why I want to keep using it, because I'm paying for it and I want to use it and get it working. You want to go, Lisa? All right, come on along. Get your COVID test. I got my booster today and my mom is moving tomorrow, so I don't think that was too smart, but last time I slept like all day, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for the hugs, Glum. All right, so the other things that I have had up on the Sizzix site lately is this, and this is another notepad. I don't know, you probably saw it. You saw that too, but I thought my reasons, no. Yeah, mom is moving to assisted living. You've just come out of isolation from COVID, Susan. Oh, you mean you had it or you were with somebody that had it. See, I don't even know how that all works. You will get it right. Lots to think about. There is a lot to think about. All right. Thanks, Erin, for the excuse. But anyway, these were made from gift boxes, and I wanted to show you today on my way home from getting my COVID test. I had to go buy a Home Goods, and so this is the one that I used in here, and I like the scale of it. It's just perfect, and it's got the red truck. But then today I found these. These I don't think I've seen before, but this I loved because of the like Scandinavian kind of sweater pattern, knitted sweater. Oh, Christy. What happened to Christy? I didn't see. I'm sorry. Wait, let me scroll up here. I can't find it. All right, I'll look through later. I'm sorry, Christy, if it sounds like you had some kind of it's sad. A lot of bad stuff going on. All right, and this is the other one that I thought was pretty. And I want to use them for a notebook cover. And then these are other ones that I had that I think I showed you, but just in case. Aren't they a great size? They're like, they're 3 by 3. So that would be cute, even just to use them in a journal, and they're nice and thick, you know, like a nice, Christy's brother passed away. Oh, God. Wow, I'm so sorry, Christy. Ugh. Well, here's another one. This is like cute little stamps. Sorry, I can't really get that without the glare here. Hey, Valeria and Laura. Laura. Hey, Alice. Hi, Jimmy. Ugh. And this one, this is probably my favorite. It's a little deer. I think they're so cute. So anyway, I like these for a lot of things. Oh, the other thing I did was look at these. I was going to put them in some of the Etsy store orders. Look at it. I didn't put anything in it yet, but it's a little tiny book. Doesn't that make an adorable little book? So I think you could put all kinds of fun things in there. Even if you just did, like, if you got some pretty gift cards, or I mean, gift tags, you know, it can't hold a lot, but they're still very cute. I also found this, and I felt like I had to get it. It's got a glitter in it too. I don't know if you can see. I don't think that's showing too well. Yeah, they are cool. Hi, Helen. Yeah, well, we're all thinking about you, Christy, especially this time of year. Ugh. And there's Santa. This is kind of like a vintage, this is gift wrap, but you could get a lot of mileage out of this. You could cover a journal with it. Yes, came from Home Goods. Yes, get on down there, Debbie. We have a lot by us, so we're really lucky. While I have these on my table. Okay, this is another project that was up the other day, and I used the sweater folder and the snowflake. Anyway, yeah, the vintage look. You know, I didn't know if they were going to get them in this year because they had them last year. And then this year's were like yucky looking, but I think maybe with the shipping containers, you know, they're just getting them in now. I don't know. Anything truck is a super buy. They're everywhere, Laurie, everywhere. I was taking pictures of all of them. They were all over the place. All right, so I don't know if everybody saw it. This is what we're going to make today, and they're really easy, and we're going to use this die. Now, one thing I want to say is we're just going to use the circle and this little, you know, thingy here. The best paper that I found to use was like 65 weight, 65 pound. I'm going to use brown paper and stamp it. Oh, that's a cute idea. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you, thanks to everybody who had an opinion the other night about what ribbon I should get. I like the red. I just like the plain red, but I bought the other one too because I liked it. And I also got, I don't know what I did with them, but there was another stack of ribbon, which I got. I also got these, and you can see why I needed to have like a natural project that had some beads on it, because I have like 500 of them now. But the paper that I'm using is from Michael's, and this is just, I wanted to do something because I knew that I was working with these kind of unfinished beads, so I thought something organic and natural. And so I like these colors because they're like, they look like beachy to me. So I thought that would be cute to do kind of like a little, some kind of little tree that had beachy kind of colors. So I did get them both, yeah. You all knew I would get both. I did, and more. So anyway, these are the colors that I'm getting that I thought I'm going to use in this. The other one that I did, I only used 2 colors. So I used a light blue, and I don't even know if you can see this, but when I turn the camera down, I will, you're running your cards through with the sweater embossing folder while you're watching. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just a nice background. So, okay, I am going to go see if I can switch this camera. Hang on. I'll do it right in front of you. And let's see what happens. If this works, I will be so happy. You won't even believe how happy I will be. But it may be that you can't hear me. So I will be looking here to make sure, because I'm going to turn the mic off this one and put it on the other one. But let's see what happens here. All right. So I'm going to leave this and go to this. Did it work? Hallelujah. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay? Can anybody hear me? Wait a minute. All right, can you hear me now? Oh, Lord. No sound. If you removed your front-facing cam from the feed, you also took away your audio. Still no sound? Yes, now you can hear? Back on. Oh, hallelujah. All right. Well, then that's good to know. All right. Then I'm not going to change anything because I tried to switch the mics. Erin, I need a lesson. She's, oh, that. She just does it like such a pro. But I think that's why I want to do it, keep using it, because otherwise I get this block that like I can't do it. I don't want to use it. But I like the benefit that, you know, it goes to YouTube and Facebook. And I don't, if I set it up right. Oh, it's so annoying. All right. You can hear now. Good. Hi, Barbara. Awesome. All right. So we have 8. So we'll just do a couple more batches. And Robin, do you use this platform? Don't touch anything. That's right. I should know better. There, you know, there's kind of a lot of extra paper hanging around here. I'll, at the end, I will take it all and clean it off. And then we're going to do a lot of folding, because what we're going to do is fold these in half. These are so easy, and I hope I remember how I did it, because I made this the other night. And it was just fun to sit there and fold. So you could cut out a whole big stack of them, you know, figure out the size that you want. Oh, I think I'm going to have just the right amount. I might have messed with these. I want the same of each. All right, I'm just going to cut all of these and we'll figure it out. I'll make 4 piles, or I can, I don't know. The last time I did 12 sets and it's a little too full. You have to do just the right amount. I was kind of fiddling with it and I kind of lost track of how many I had on there. But I think that if you do too many, you can't really notice the pattern. And I saw this online. It was one of those, you know, they do those fast videos and you're like, wait a minute, how'd you do that? So I saved it and went back and looked at it, and just for the gluing. And it just looked like one of those things that you want to just sit there and do when you don't really have to, you know, want to think about anything hard. And I was probably putting something off that I didn't want to do. But I'm happy to say I got in my packaging today. I mailed it for chapter 3 in, oh man, 2022. And then I have designs due. It's never ending. And then my stamps. I want to do more stamps. But tomorrow after Mom moves, hopefully, do a storyboard so you have a step-by-step you use each time. Hey, Tony Gilbert. Good to see you. Anthony. Sorry. I was thinking you were the other Anthony. But, I mean, Tony. Anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we have 20-something now. All right, so let's just make some little stacks. That's all. Oh, we are going to have to make a couple of the hangers, but I don't think we have to do that. They did in the video, but I don't think that's something you have to do, because I was just going to use bead. So we'll see. I thought I had enough of these. Well, let me find out. Jeez. Do I know my colors? No. My daughter called today. Little Catherine has pink eye. Charles had pink eye. Now Catherine has pink eye. That's what happens when you visit on Thanksgiving. You pass around all your diseases. So, poor kids. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you take continual screenshots during those fast videos. Yes, that's a good idea. Now we're just going to fold them in half. And I mean, this takes, and you can score them if you want. Sometimes I take my bone folder after and just, you know, go over these folds. Just try and make sure they're all pretty precise. I mean, I don't think you could use a scoreboard because it's round and it's just easier to do this, I think. Now, Karen, the storyboard, what is the storyboard for? You mean for when I do the dies and stuff? I should. I'm looking into this calendar system that I might use just to keep track of, you know, things that need to get done along the way of a project. But I would have to have 25 scenarios on Mom's house. Anyway, all is well. So she is okay about moving, because the problem with it is that she was in independent living and they were independent and they would go off and go visit their kids, or, you know, the people were very nice. She would eat dinner with the same people every night, and she would do all the activities, you know, but then she'd go to her room and wait for the next activity. So assisted living is more communal, I think, because whenever I go over there, because they have activities in, you know, both places, there's just seems to be more people around, and, you know, people are doing puzzles and watching stuff on TV, and yeah. But I think, you know, she's still kind of lonely, so hopefully that's going to help. We'll see. You know, it's more money, but after we sell the house, she ought to be okay. So now I'm not really paying attention to which side I'm doing, because you know how when you run it through and one side is more sealed, well, I'm kind of folding into the other way, the upside, the part that's facing up. And after we do this, we'll count these and kind of line them up how we want to arrange them. The one that I saw was really cute. It was rainbow, and that was kind of neat how it progressed from one color. It is more cute. Oh, you work in assisted living, Darlene? Yeah. I just think it's good. The poor mom. Yesterday, I went up and she said, I did my wash today. I said, that's great. Except she left out the laundry detergent. And so she got it washed and put it into the dryer, but couldn't get it dry. Like she said, she put it on like a bunch of times, but I think it was on the cycle where it's like fluff, and I don't think there was any heat. Anyway, she finally got that done, and then she came home and realized that she hadn't put detergent in, so she put them back in the wash. I was like, Mom, just wear them. How bad can they be? Plus, you know, you're paying people to do your wash for you. Why don't you let them do it? Or maybe I'll bring mine up and they can do my wash. So anyway, I think I talked to my sister today, and I think she was back at it, trying to do the wash again. But I don't know. I mean, that's hard when you don't have stuff to do. She was reading and she was knitting, but then she's not doing that now. So I don't know. Maybe my sister's coming down while we're gone. Hopefully she can. Oh, good. They make friends. Good. Hi, Mona. Good. That I'm happy to hear that. I figured they would. All right. So let's make our pattern, which let's do the darker blue, the darker brown. You know what? Let's just take them one at a time because we're going to have to glue them anyway. We'll just put them in color order. Okay, so now what we're going to do, can you guys see okay? All right, so now we're going to take the glue, and I've just got this right here. Come on. And let's hope this turns on. We're just going to take, this is approximate. I mean, I'm not going to mark it. You just take it and do a line down the middle, okay? And you're going to do that with all of them. So let's do all of our, so this is kind of boring for you to have to listen to me because I've got to do a bunch of these. I don't know if there's a faster way or, I always try and figure out like what is the, you know, the best way to do it. I did have my clips. I had some of these that I thought this would keep them together, but honestly, it didn't really try to come apart or anything. They were fine. You know, that glue was pretty good. But so just, you know, right down the middle and then press it. Let's see how fast we can go. So what about you guys? This would drive you crazy. Yeah, but wait until you see, Karen. They're really cool. I like repetitive tasks. I'm telling you, I should have worked in a factory somewhere. I like it. I like the game is to figure out the best way to do something. You know there's something wrong with me. Several things. But, you know, I mean, there have to be those people in the world, too, that can do these repetitive things. So we can be replaced by machines. But ours have such character. All right. See how fast that was, Karen? That's not bad. All right. I'm going to clump these up. See, we're half done. It'll take time doing her own thing. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. She wanted to just feel, you know, I still know how to do laundry. And yeah, I'm just hoping it's a nice little apartment, similar to the one she has, but a little smaller. But then, you know, you pay differently because, you know, you pay by the day instead of the month. And anyway, it's a little more, but I just want her to be happy. And I said today, I'm not sure I'm coming up tonight, Mom, because I've been going every day, but it's like I'm trying to get this house sold and go back and forth, and the realtor calls, and it's like, I gotta get some stuff done. Plus the kids. Crazy life. But I'm going on vacation. I don't know. I have to see if I can get my phone, phone plan. I have one for Canada and Mexico, I think, and that's just on there, And then if you use it, it's, $10 a day or something. I have Verizon, but I haven't been anywhere in so long out of the country. Who knows? Hey, Lori. All right, so these are not exact, as you can see, but, close enough. All right, so now we're going to go and let's see. So let's make our little design. And then we're going to start piling these together in kind of a different arrangement. Okay, so let's do this, that. So we'll have a blue and a tan. All right, so now you're going to glue like this. And you're going to stack the next one on top. And I just kind of hold it and make sure that it's, the same position. And then, Karen, you're going to go crazy. Well, now we're doing this. Hey, Dee Bartlett, how are you? How's Alice doing? I need a vacation in Scotland. Where am I headed? We're going to St. Thomas. We've never been there. We've done a couple cruises and vacations, and, we've been to a good number of islands. Never enough, but we liked it because it's in the U.S., so we don't have to do passports. We have them, but we don't have to. So we'll give it a try. We got a thing through the Army, this Armed Forces Vacation Club. So they have kind of spaces in resorts that they reserve for you, which we've done a couple times and they've been really nice. Yeah, it does sound like fun. Alice is making spaghetti. Hi, Marion. I cut more than I needed, but I think I should have 20 total. So I think what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to start another batch and do the back. I don't know how many I did. Let's count them. Well, I did 3 groups of 4, so that's 12. So now we'll do two groups of 12, and that'll be the 20. I mean, 2 groups of 4. Okay, so we have a couple extra for next time. Oops. I'm just going to keep it going the same way. And I'm thinking that maybe I should have done the bone folder with these, but St. Thomas don't have wild eggs. No, maybe that's why I'm going there, Karen. I don't know what kind of food they have, honestly. I haven't looked at a lot except to see that it's 84 degrees most days, and that sounds good. So now I will tell you, once we get to the next step, I'm not really sure. That's going to be an experiment because I haven't gotten that far yet, but it seems like it should work. And I use a good bit of glue. I don't want this coming apart, but see, that's not folded very well. I would probably recommend that you do the bone folder just for the heck of it. But I think I would do these at night, watching TV, cut them out and just take them upstairs and do my folding. We're watching Yellowstone, which is kind of depressing. Kevin Costner, he's not very nice. Their whole family is wacky. Alice says hello. Okay, so this will be the last one. All right, and then we'll put them together. Yeah, has anybody gone? I haven't flown since this whole thing. Sorry, I have to blow my nose. Hang on, or wipe it. I won't blow it. It's kind of weird. I haven't flown in a while, and now you have to wear the masks and. But at least we're not doing. My husband went to Korea, and it was I don't know how long on the plane, and mask the whole time. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to let that set for a minute. Let's just count them to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't have enough. You know what? It's good we counted. So it's going to fold out like this. And sometimes they stick together, so you kind of have to go through each one and make sure they're, see that they're sticking together. Just kind of, actually, that's not bad. $16. Yeah, let me just do one more set. Glum says, I have friends who've flown routinely through it. They've been fine because they're masked and vaccinated. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I'm thinking too, but still, first time, I'm not a real fan of flying anyway, so I mean, I like that I get there fast, but I always think we're going to crash. A lot of people don't like the takeoff. I don't like the landing. I just think, okay, I made it this far, and now, boom! I have a bad attitude. All right. So we'll just add this on, and then I'm going to get my beads out and kind of figure out my closure. I have a basic idea, but all right, let's get the big mama clip out here. So see, you just want to keep that fairly even so this is round. It's nothing hard. You can bang it on, you know, I just set it down on the table. All right. So here's some stuff that I got out for, oh, here's another thing. Isn't that cute? That's from Home Goods also. It's Pom Pom Trim. If Tanya's watching, I know she's jealous. So cute. All right, I have this, and then I did have another twine that was not as like furry as this, and I couldn't find it at the last minute. So this is from Dollar Tree. That actually, you know what, I'm going to use this one. It looks a little skinnier, and I think I should be able to get that through a needle. Hopefully. We'll see. Ugh, it tastes horrible, I'll tell you that much. If I had the money, I would have loved to have learned to fly. Oh, you know, my dad had a plane. He was a pilot, and he scarred me because he did a stall, and I really thought we were going down, and he was kidding, which wasn't funny at all. And after that, I was, I don't know, 16. I just didn't have the, I just couldn't, I never went up with him again. And, oof. All right, I don't think I can do this, but hopefully we can just thread it through. All right, so let's get some beads. You got some from that trim too. You don't like flying. You're not supposed to eat the door. It's tasty. All right, so what I was thinking was I wanted to have a hanger at the top and then a couple beads here, you know, instead of how they did it. They had the little hanger. It was part of the circle. Mine is not attached. I mean, we do have this little hanger part right here, but I wasn't sure if it would line up. It just seemed like more trouble. I'd rather have a bead. So I think let's give that a try. So let's see if it's just thin enough that it will work. All right, some for good luck. Let's hope that we can thread this through. All right, so let's put big, no, let's do little one first. Yeah, see, these holes are pretty big. That's good. But I cannot tie a bow in front of you guys. I can't make a knot. So this is frightening me. There, yay. Okay, so let's do a bigger one. And then let's do another little one. And this will be sitting right down, and I think beads would be really cute too, don't you think? You've just ordered this die in the UK. Good. All right, well, I'll have to adjust this here. But if you could get a needle, it would be so easy. You could just, and we always have the pokey thing here. That one's too fat. Gotta get the skinny one. That has hot glue on it. Oh, that works good though. So if you can't get it through, just use a, come on, get in there. Well, it was a good thought. Maybe we'll only have two. There. See, I'm like mangling this. Well, let's just do one more little one on here. It's gotta have three. Let's see, that one might have a bigger hole. Ugh, that really is nasty. Mm. All right. Well, you know what? At least we got the problem of the volume figured out, I think. What I finally did was I took a headphone set and put it, like, told the thing to listen to the headphones, and I think it did. All right. So that's cute, isn't it? Okay. And then let's see, we can probably put the other ones on. Let's do the same thing. Little, big, little. Oh, that would have been easier instead of trying to get that knot in there. Because this you can keep on cutting. Okay, this is good. Wax linen thread. I know, but I like this organic look, you know. But yeah, if it got, I wouldn't, I don't know. I'd have to figure out a better way to do this because this would drive me crazy. This part is not fun. But if I could thread one needle, I don't think I'd have to do it. I could just keep pulling that out. I don't know. We're getting it. That is a small hole. Boy, it's funny how they're all the same, but they're supposed to be the same, but they're not. All right, I'm almost there. Poke it through again. Scratch the ends tightly to prevent fraying. Well, that would be a good idea. Bend a piece of wire in half. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, I think I have it now. Yeah, now we're good. So I would just probably tie a knot, and you could kind of fringe that. But wouldn't this be pretty with beads? Like kind of, you know, if you did different colors, you know, kind of Christmassy beads. Maybe that's too long. Well, we can always go up and adjust. All right, let's see. Our other thing should be, where'd it go? Where did I put? Oh, it's right here. I think some of those beads have variable size. Yes, they were cheap. Yes, they probably do. Scotch tape the ends. Oh yeah, that would have been good. Oh, look at how pretty that is. And it's very natural. I do like the colors. All right, so the last thing you have to do is glue these together. But let's just make sure. Now see, maybe I did that too far. I think I wasn't the best at judging. Oh well. Close enough. See there, I should have, but I think I can whittle that down a little. Okay. So let's just add our final glue. And wrap this around. Seems like I should use more to keep this whole thing together. But that might wreck the... Oh no. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a cool pattern, and I do like those colors. I don't know, it might pop a little more, but I thought for the beads, you know, this is a nice kind of organic color combination. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And here's the other one. You know, that's pretty too, but again, it's the blue. And I think you could make this a little fewer, maybe 16. That wasn't so bad. But for a couple sheets of paper, not bad. And yeah, I would probably do something more down here. Or even, oh, wouldn't a tassel be cool to hang down? Like right from the bottom? That would give it some weight too. Anyway, you need to put a line of glue down the middle of the last piece. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens if I release it. I know it didn't seem like enough, but oh no, it seems to be sticking. You can't really tell where it, that's pretty, isn't it? Look at that pattern. Bells would be cute. Yeah, tassel or bells or any of the above. And you could paint these, but I think, or a shell. Wait, it goes that way. I don't know if I like the idea of 3 and 3. That looks like too much the same. You know what I mean? Maybe I would do like, I don't know, change them up a little. But I still can do that up here because I don't have any tying, and I could change it up down here. So I don't know what else I have, though, that I would add. Unless I have to go find some beads, I think. I think that would be really pretty. And, you know, it's a little bit of work, but I was thinking, too, like pattern paper would be pretty if you had some really nice, you know, paper that you liked, and then like a red or something that would bring it out. But I don't know. I think it's cute, but I'm going to not tie this off because I might want to add or take something away here. But anyway, that's how we did it. You're off to bed. Oh, good, Susan. I hope you're feeling okay. That is wild. All right, so here's the die, guys. And basically, it's just the circle. I mean, I just use the circle. But the good thing is that, you know, with having it being a steel rule die, you can cut a lot at one time. Because I think I did 4, and it was no problem. I could have probably done more. I think adding a tassel, too, that would define it a little more. Yeah, it was fun. You know, but it makes me want to do more. And also, I could do a thicker cord in here. And so the thing about it is getting these beads on, you know, these holes weren't big enough. But if you had some that were, and they had them at Michael's. But I'm thinking like a shell or something would be pretty. Just because they look beachy. But anyway, yeah, steel rule dies are the best. So if you need them, I have a bunch of these in the Etsy store. The circles are 3 inches, Lori. So if you have any die that, you know, it would be pretty too. Yeah, I think it would work. Like a scallop circle should work, don't you think? That'd be a little different. You know, you'd still be gluing out to the end. So all you have to remember is when you're folding them like this, you do them down the middle. And when you're stacking them up on top of each other, you do here and here. But honestly, I think I went a little over here, and I would just keep it more inside and maybe do like a glob here and a glob there and not bring it so far out, because then these things are sticking together. But maybe they would do it anyway because they look pretty regular, don't you think? I like how it does look like, oh, you have that one? Oh, good, Jen. Yeah, I think the one thing to remember is the thicker the paper, I don't know. I haven't done one out of a very thick paper yet, so maybe that would be cool. But I like how easily these bend because I didn't want to, you know, put them on a scoreboard or even do that. So I'm lazy. Hi, Tammy. Oh, yeah. It's a fun one. It's so easy. It's really just folding. That's all it is. And then adding your little embellishments, but we have lots of good ideas in here. So guys, we have a new post up. Well, it's not new now, but there will be a new one tomorrow probably, or Thursday. On Thursday, I do have, I think I'm going to make that little vintage truck ornament, and so that it can hold a gift card folder. So if you want an idea of that, go ahead over and watch. Yesterday we did a video, well, Angela did the work and showed us how to make a little truck gift card holder. So you could do that. I cut 20, Karen, but I think you could get away with 16 or even 18. You know, I did 20 because that's what I saw. You know, that's what I saw. But I think you'd get kind of more of a pattern if it was stretched out a little more. What do you guys think? 1 bead on top and 3 on the bottom. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Well, let's just see. Yeah, that is better. I like that and I like having a bigger hanger too. So, yeah, and I think now the other thing is if you used a thicker thread, you'd have to glue it in there, and this one is not even really very attached. So you could adjust this. But even to do like a bead and then this and then a crystal bead or something, and then another wood for a spacer in between would give a little more interest. You like it with 20? Okay, 1 bead on top and 3 on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, that makes it a little more distinct. And you could knot that there when you get your, hanger how you want. But anyway, I kind of like that it's adjustable. If you wanted to change it, you could. And you could even thread it through. I mean, that's a pretty big hole. If you wanted to do like yarn or something, that might be cool. Some kind of really fun fiber. Anyway. All right. Well, that's what I've got for today, guys. So wish me luck tomorrow. I hope I'm not down with the, have to sleep again, because Mom is going to go crazy if she's got to move without me there. And I got to sleep. I'll go out in my car. I'll bring my little foam thing and go sleep out in the car and get a nap. Anyway, I should be back on Thursday, and I think we'll do that little truck thing, unless something else comes in the meantime. Felt with French knots. Ooh. They may have some beads or at Dollar General. Oh, yeah. Glenn wants ice cream. Well, he's got to have it. You're on vacation. You could die cut a pair of birds, stars, flowers. Oh, that'd be pretty. Oh, yeah. You guys got some ideas. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you guys had fun. All right. Well, you have a good evening too. And I'll see you on Thursday, if not sooner. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Night.